One of the myths that I'd like to bust is the myth about masturbation, because there's still so much shame and all these stories that go around against masturbation, about the fact that it's a sin. You know, and I know that I've asked you this question before, is have you actually read the section in the Bible where it refers to what is called the sin of Onan, which is where it comes from in terms of the whole masturbation thing. And it's about the spilling of seed displeased the Lord, and then he died. And there are very, very few people who have read that section of the Bible. And obviously, because I'm in the business, I've gone and read it so that I am educated about it. And the first thing is that I don't think that that's what that section of the Bible is about at all. I think that it's about the disobeying of the Lord's will. And let's leave religion out of it for 1 second. So I don't believe it's a sin. If you do, well, that's your business, and I would urge you to go and read that section in the Bible and see if you can still justify it.
Where does that leave women as well? Because that's about a man's masturbation, and we don't spill seed. So is it then okay for us? And masturbation as well is a really loaded word. So I talk about like self-pleasure, because women are forbidden basically in our society to have any sort of pleasure. It's always restricted. Food and sex are restricted for women. We're not supposed to want to eat too much. We're not supposed to want to eat fatty foods or pleasurable foods, because we're always on a diet. We're always restricted in some way, shape or form, and that links to societal control. But that's another whole topic. But it doesn't cover women's masturbation. So where does it come from that it's sinful for a woman to pleasure herself?
I think they just wanted to deny us the pleasure of the clitoris.
And the clitoris, in its very design, is only designed for pleasure. It's not designed to make you more fertile, although there are studies that show hormonally it can increase. If you've got more pleasure in your body, you could be more fertile.
Yeah, but
it's
the
just for
clitoris
pleasure.
is the only part of the human body that serves no other purpose other than for pleasure.
So how is it then sinful? Why is female masturbation sinful? Even if we're going to put men's masturbation to one side for now, and hairy palms and going blind. You know, we're going to just talk about girls.
So let's just talk about hairy palms and going blind. Doesn't happen, okay? You are not going to go blind, and you are not going to get hairy palms.
Now,
done.
If they do, are you going to give an email address to actually contact?
Follow the email address at the bottom of
because we want to know. We want to see the hairy palm.
Please send us a picture of your hairy palm, and you're going blind because you masturbated. Done
we
deal.
want proof.
Yeah, want proof. I will
if you were
put it up on
blind
this
before
website
you masturbated, it doesn't count.
Yes, that doesn't count. And then the other thing about masturbation is it's so good for you.
Yeah, well, it is, especially if you're single, and even in coupledom, there are certain exercises that you can do with your partner that build intimacy like you cannot believe.
My best is Oprah said, and if Oprah said it's true, that 200 orgasms a year will make you look 4 years younger. So I'm actually 80.
That's a lot of work, actually. I'm just thinking, how many is that a day, or does that work out? How many a week is that?
It's about 3 a week.
3 orgasms a week?
Yeah, I think that's doable.
It's doable. I think there's a little bit of discipline involved there, though.
No, I think it's completely doable.
I think some of that would involve a toy for women, because it's quick. Then it's 1, 2, 3. There's not too much work involved.
Well, we just want to look
It's like
younger.
going to gym, you know.
Yeah, listen, baby, I need my anti-aging. Come here.
Because like for your stomach muscles, you can buy all these things online that
crunches.
within 2 minutes a day you're going to have these abs. So if you have a toy, you can do your 200 orgasms a year quickly. You know.
Yeah, no, I think the whole idea is that you have pleasure behind it as well. That it's not just a quick fix. Yeah, and it also releases all these happy hormones, which you know a little bit more about. And if you release those happy hormones, you don't have to take so many antidepressants. Your skin starts glowing. You look wonderful.
It is interesting how we are so fixated on chemicals and chemical fixes. So we'll go and a doctor will tell us to take an antidepressant because we're feeling low. But if somebody says have 200 orgasms, it's like, oh, no, I can't do that. But that's your own body doing it.
Well, look, it's easier to take the drugs. See,
is it?
Done.
Now people are going to say you're advocating drug use.
No, I am not saying you're advocating drug use.
What about a balance? What about saying, if you are struggling with depression, or one of the things that involves serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, all of those chemicals, that you actually look at some other options. I'm not saying don't take the chemicals, and not saying don't take medical advice, because obviously that would be daft, but having a world where you use both.
Yeah,
you do exercise, because that releases dopamine, that releases serotonin.
But isn't sex exercise?
Absolutely,
So
sexercise.
More sex.
Sexercise.
Absolutely.
We combine it.